absolutely. And I'm getting that from 3 people who do not know. I know
the other ones.
The other ones. I mean, so obviously it's accurate information.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I don't say much because I'm listening very carefully. Yeah.
Rick, do you know the bathroom is here? Do you want me to show you?
At this day and age, it's just unbelievable. So 2 of these women basically I'm working with in separation and individuation issues. Basically.
Yeah, but it has large
rooms,
high ceilings, large rooms.
And it hasn't been, it's the original it was built in 1924, no one has renovated it.
Well, that's wonderful.
I know.
It's wonderful.
And then it has a huge, you know.
Probably about 30.
For down?
Yeah.
And your dad's not older than you? Your brother's still holding?
Where are you going, man?
Big expense.
That's the thing too now. I'm getting therapy all the nurses and always to take me aside. Okay. 5 minutes.
Sometimes you don't need your degree to social
What was that, in 1936? Oh no, really?
Well, Mel,
Just play.
we want a divorce. You know this one?
No.
You want a divorce? You're 92 and 93, you're 20 years old and you want a divorce? 93 and 94. Yeah, we want a divorce. But why now? Well, we never got along.
Aren't they? Yeah, it is.
That's a nice one.
Really dramatic statements like this. And first you talk
Are you waiting for this?
refuse.
We have to, we're not smoking in the house, so we have to smoke outside. Karen, if you want to talk with this,
They
now.
don't.
I assume they both had much the same academic background and training and so forth. Both very sophisticated classifiers.
But
You know, one of them is Derek Walcott, who you're talking about.
European, I know. I met Walcott.
The other one,
From being Africans, they're really Europeans.
well, but they're Caribbeans.
They're
Because
Caribbean
there's something else,
European.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's a different I don't know if you know his work. He's not as well known as.
And I have a grown up. No, you won. Then you did not won.
Right, and that's where they talk.
I'm 3 3/4. I'm 3 3/4 too. Oh, we're the same years old. Well, 3 3/4 and 3 3/4. That's what I am, 3 3/4 and you're 3 3/4. Right? Well, after 3 3/4, I'm going to be 4, then I'm going to be 4 3/4. That's bigger than 3 3/4. I'm going to be 4 really soon, really soon. And my birthday is at the end of the month. My birthday is after Christmas, and then right after my mom's birthday. My birthday is in February 28th. Mine is very 20. My birthday is in February 28th. No, it's in January 16th. Oh, he's still my friend? Those are olives, but I like olives. Do you? I like them. Those are both. Do you like to swallow the seeds? But you can't. What? You can't. If you don't want to swallow them, put them in there, all right? Let's be like yuck on your teeth.
The reason why I raised it up was a joke. That was a joke about it.
If you don't want to swallow the put it right there, okay?
And the guy said,
Right there.
people talk
Put it right in there. That's where it goes. But no, I got the juice. I got to cool off my mouth. too. I love nuts. I hate them. Oh, I love them.
She wrote a play about Jane
I like them too, but
It's a classic scholar.
I like these. Do you hate the brown part? Yeah, I love the brown part. I like it too.
She wrote a play about Harrison and
Hate it.
father and my grandmother.
Does it taste yucky? I love it. Oh, I hate
So
it.
she brought the play to my dad for him to have a look at. He
Well,
loved it.
I love it.
And then she ended up
Well.
finding her daughter was an immigration attorney in San Francisco. So she came to visit me.
Well,
And it turned out that she
your mom and my mom are not the same, right? Because we're different people, right? But we're three quarters. Yep. 4 3/4 is 5. Yep.
Johnson was CLR James. Public school today would be a vulgar thing to say to apply. It's a public scholarship. What's it? The British call it?
Scholarship board.
Scholarship board. So you won't have this.
I'm getting my head
Schools.
under here.
Someone's focus.
Yeah. They were Scott Williams, a scholarship by Williams from the Welsh Minds.
My right. Shoot. Who did that?
James was really more completely
Who did that?
process. And I can't really describe these. I knew James and Eric Williams wore his monocle. And when I went to Trinidad, we walk into the public buildings, or you on the Prime Minister Trinidad at that time, from the White House, in his Rolls Royce, and the judges had their cleats on,
Right.
and then all the black robes, these were descendants of African slaves.
Well, I know, in some sense it made James very well qualified to write the black hat.
Yeah. Well, I'm not doing it for the English language, because that's the only language I know.
Well, I think I heard you did it funny. You know, I don't know if you saw that series they did on
Oh, yes.
it was kind of your
You're talking, this was his.
Whoa.
You see Walcott comes out of that because those King James cases are all.
Don't you like pie?
I understand. I mean,
I like pie. Thank you. I like apple pie.
All right, I don't want to panic. I don't want to
Think
panic.
about
Usually
the way they can get by.
This would be lunch.
Oh, okay, well,
The music of the language. And behold. Yeah, that just, the rhythms of it, right? That's what
Yeah.
it is. It's just rhythm,
Here's the
French.
camera.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost better than back then. Very nice, he has a display.
I like to cook with one other person. With him, even as a friend, or a group of people too. I just love it. But that's because, you know, where I learned to cook was not at home with Mom, but where I learned to cook was in the Catskill Mountains working with those foodies, those resort people. And that's it, Terry. came one goes, workable solution. And that's kitchen time. One of us is the dictator. But it was so much fun because we could just sit down and just make things.
No, when you
Try this
get
one,
some,
know,
you can
we
see
had a
it
book
later.
in front of us to make obscene shapes.
In the other
Anything
day?
we wanted. I was once invited to your guy.
Metal flashing.
They put it there after the DVD. Terrible war.
Terrible work.
It's nothing to...
Not only that, you know, the last block, you put it on with the dead end. You don't put the hole. It went all the way to the last block. The last row of cinder blocks turns around so you can have a solid top. You have a puzzle. The rebar goes in, so you have to go off the hole.
Is that what they money guys?
Same ones that did the roof. Shitty job. Yeah.
They were one of the others, and they flash it, put the nails on top.
That house must be the ugliest house in the entire neighborhood. It is. And look at the other houses, they're acceptable. It's aesthetically. This house is just, it's like a slap in the face.
It's like that.
The thing is to train the tree more and more toward this side. And, you know, really, like, you can have the branches from it and
Children are spying, I spying. I hope I'm blind. See what I'm doing?
The bay laurels, yeah, most of it are
she took her psychiatric help kind of thing. There is formula.
Are you? Well, that too.
Cascafica, say hi to you guys.
Where'd you see him?
No, he just come
Well, I paid off for them since.
I always go to Jesuit salad.
Yeah. Well, the thing is though, the difference between them and a Stalinist though, is a Stalinist has, speaking as someone who came from a Stalinist family, I know this, a Stalinist has a whole body of doctrine that they have to defend. The part of Jesuits that's like Stalinists is that nitpicking scholastic kind of argumentation, taking someone else's argument apart at its weak points, rather than engaging with its central axioms, which is that's typical of the way someone like Zinoviev would attack left oppositionists, you know, in the late 20s and early 30s. I mean, Zinoviev was.
But the Zinoviev argument, excuse me, comes up in this Irish Revolutionary play before Carl
Casey?
Carl, what's his name, did you know, the argument is between the priest and the argument accepts his humanity.
He knows he's dead, so he might as well die fighting. Which is a conclusion under the circumstances.
Well, the Jesuits raised the law.
Stop! No, my later. At the front of my axe. Well, I have a knife at home, really sharp, and that could cut you up and all.
About Parnell. At the time of the liberation. Parnell leaned down from his horse. He said to a cheering man, "Ireland shall get her freedom. You stay away." That's right.
That's the way I get the crown, but it's Victoria. And there was a morality. I mean, it's wild, but there's a morality.
It's absolutely nothing. Stay where you are.
Is that he got crowned by Victoria.
It's absolutely nothing. Stay where you are. If you're paying attention, please. I'm monitoring.
And some sort of a killing.
Popular prints that they used to make at this time, in the 1870s, of the Zulu Wars, that showed the British troops in their positions to shoot the Zulus, right?
No one except the Zulus.
Because he's always
All they had is superior fire. What?
Right. Yeah, you have the guy
I like to laugh.
starring whites. about one struggle.
It's not finished. I looked at all the difference. Looks pretty finished to me.
That's the movie I'm going to go see. Not because I agree with Spike Lee.
It's stricter definition.
It's long, it's interesting.
That he had some gold.
So these are really nice. My favorite one is these two men on the beach there. Did you see that one? It's like a master slave that I like the
Worked since the show. That's incredible.
Just two sides, really.
Since January. Actually, since December last year.
I can't think of the writer. Is this book called Beyond the Americans?
No, it's called this. No, it's a part of the. Remember when Polly was taking to see the Nutcracker?
Right.
At the same time, he was reading the Curious George.
Right.
Sunday combination.
Right. The candidate all the share.
There's napkins everywhere.
I think we're okay on napkins.
Okay.
You want some help distributing the silverware?
Down or anything.
Believe me, Alan, I'm not in the slightest bit offended. I've lived more than half.
Oh, it says international.
Most rude things you can say about the English are true, in fact. The English are sacred monsters.
No, I like the English language.
Oh, well, look, this is the
Protestant
mythology.
asshole.
Of course he was a Protestant asshole. This is the mythology on which I grew up, Alan, so I know it well.
What do you think? Where the
cartoon, yes. That was the way, by God. Stared at the God of those fuzzy wuzzies and showed them what an Englishman can do. And then died about 15 pieces.
It's the basis of part of American culture, but England is definitely not the basis of Louis Armstrong. See what I mean?
Speaks English.
Yeah, he speaks English, but he plays something else.
So where was I supposed to put this?
You know the story about Harry Truman? He was at a diplomatic reception in Paris, and a Russian diplomat came up to him. This is in like 1946, before English became the diplomatic language, but it was still French. And this Russian starts trying to talk to him in French.
Wait a few minutes.
And Truman looks blank. And so, well, wait, this is what I'm getting to. So he says, the Russian says, oh, Mr. President, you speak perhaps French? And Truman says, no, and very little English. Very little English. He didn't. He was. That's a classic bit of American know-nothingism. He was proud of not speaking very much of anything.
Children brutalizing parents.
But the point is that I'm trying to.
We need a couple more. Excuse me, Alan.
This I can only speak in English. I'm trying to observe the language.
Oh well, sure. No, what you.
I like the literal English. It's original.
Even the Germanic part of it.
Well,
English is.
I like it.
Oh, I'm with you there. I like it too. It's my mother tongue.
I don't have any African languages. This, who, why? Can you explain that? Can you explain that?
Can I explain the origin of those words? I'm not a linguist to be able to tell you.
We're driving into English language. Who, what, when?
Here's the, I put it in with the turkey. Oh, I'll get the salad. It's over here. Everything we have.
Cards, huh?
I volunteer though. So if you
No.
want to.
I haven't the funniest idea.
So does it look done, Adam?
Yeah, it does. It
It
looks
does. It looks great.
I got these before, though. I would support.
If there's anything you can't reach, I can reach it for you.
You know, I was in the store one day and I went up to this woman because I needed something. She did it.
People do that to me all the time and I say, sure.
And then she did it, but it was like, you know,
Something wrong with you?
Okay. I think she also, maybe it was the first time. I mean,
Maybe it was the first
she wasn't. I get all this right.
Oh, do you get short jokes? You get short jokes.
This one's good.
got it like 5 foot.
Excuse us, some of us over here who are still in the 4th B grade.
I turned back 5. I'm just being so down.
The problem with you
Baby here is 410.
Are you dead?
here, Fred, you don't have the
Well,
citizens
Dad,
of
you
the
don't say anything, right? Are you dead? Are you dead? Are you dead? Are you dead? Are you sleepy? Are you sleepy? Are you sleepy? Pretend this was our bed and we didn't know that, right? Yeah.
I'm just saying
Figure it out.
You good. Hey, where's our bed? And you didn't know where our bed was.
Oh no, I got it later.
Where's our bed? Where's our bed? Oh, there's our bed.
What are you doing?
I'm biting on the pillow.
You're so goofy.
The baby.
If you're babies, you have to crawl. That's right.
Let's pick it up and let's carry it back.
every time I listen to these people,
Let go of it, Davy.
you know, what's his name is Stephanopoulos. Stephanopoulos.
He's gonna be a big man in that.
Phil.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope so. What are you dealing with?
Babies. Mommy. 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 Mommy.
That's the best that we come up with.
We have a very English.
Mommy.
What is that?
Yeah, that's like your strawberry actually. So,
I'm only 1 tooth.
oh yeah.
You have only one tooth. You're a baby with only one tooth.
This is actually better with dessert.
Well, no, 3.
You have
It's
3
not sweet,
teeth.
but it's not. It's
3 3/4.
Only 3. Because we're babies, right? Babies sometimes have 3, sometimes they're none, right? 1, yep. And sometimes they have 2 teeth. Sometimes they have none, right?
Rafe, can you turn a somersault? This is a nice big place to turn a somersault. Do you turn somersaults, Elliot?
Molly, you guys make a gravy?
You want to show me?
Babies like to bite things too.
That's right, and carry things in their mouths because their mouths are sensitive and they can find out the most about the world using their mouths.
And they throw things.
Whoops! Well, that was pretty loud. You know,
We're real babies, that's why we're throwing.
you know what babies can do though when they're just a little bit older? They can look at books. You used to look at books, Rafe, when you were just a little over a year old. You would sit and look at a book. Do you want to show Elliot a book? Or Elliot, do you want to show Rafe a book? Oh, I think this is very tiresome.
Oh, baby, that's why I'm throwing.
You know, I think we should move on to something else. Did we? No. Rafe,
I'm a
stop.
baby.
Are you a baby snake?
I'm not a baby snake, Mom.
A las 5 de la tarde.
Salute a la fiesta.
Sí, sí. Aquí en California, English orthography is so strange.
Great success.
That the only way English children can learn to read is by memorizing them.
Denise, finally you made it.
Just tell us, Polly, that it's not another thing.
Okay.
Please tell us.
If they want to learn to write the language well, they have to go through a whole new discovery of the language,
Motorcycle,
listening to it.
some
Because
furniture.
you can't write it unless you can. And the trouble is that they never combine. They teach
Polly goes away. But the way guys.
You know what you hear those is our views.
Can everything.
Our views.
Want to help? You have everything.
to read.
Yeah, because without